coins stacking vertically on their rounded edges without tipping over, a marker-drawn stickman lifting off a plate to float perfectly on the surface of water, a single thin sheet of printer paper trapping a wooden ruler to a table so tightly you can smash it with an apple. These stunts appear to break the rules of gravity and motion we interact with every single day, creating a cognitive tension that our brains struggle to resolve. These illusions are actually the result of invisible forces operating just outside of our normal perception. By mastering physics, chemistry, and thermodynamics, we can hack the physical world and turn ordinary objects into extreme tools. Take the paper trapping the ruler. Striking the wood rapidly prevents the air underneath the paper from escaping, instantly utilizing the massive, invisible weight of atmospheric pressure as an anchor. We can also manipulate internal pressure props to create powerful vacuums, like the classic experiment of pulling a hard-boiled egg into a glass bottle. A flame inside the sealed glass consumes the air, and as it dies out, the temperature drops, creating a rapid thermal pressure change that pulls the egg through the narrow neck. Shifting from air to solid matter, we can use weight distribution to make fragile latex balloons support a 150-pound person. Spreading a heavy load across multiple points neutralizes the concentrated force that would normally cause a puncture. This exact mathematical distribution of force allows performers to walk or lie across a dense grid of sharp metal without injury, supporting hundreds of pounds. Mechanical physics allows us to bypass gravity or survive sharp impacts by redirecting the forces that already exist in our environment. Chemistry offers a different approach, where a gentle liquid like acetone can instantly melt rigid styrofoam by breaking down its long polymer chains. Nature uses the same process. The limonene chemical inside ordinary orange peels acts as a solvent that melts through the molecular bonds of balloon latex. The ultimate chemical saboteur is gallium, a metal that turns to liquid at body temperature and aggressively destroys other solid metals. When liquid gallium touches aluminum, it physically slips into the microscopic gaps between the rigid aluminum atoms. This infiltration pushes the atoms apart, destroying the metal's structural bonds until it becomes as brittle and flaky as a croissant. Chemistry allows us to dismantle matter from the inside out, bypassing physical durability by targeting a material's internal integrity. Manipulating fluid dynamics allows for illusions like waterproof fire, where a burning candle is pushed completely underwater inside an inverted cup. Trapped air pressure inside the glass acts as a physical barrier, forcing the water away and keeping the flame alive in an invisible pocket of oxygen. We can scale this to extreme thermal manipulation by building a solar death ray from a salvaged TV lens. A wide convex lens captures a massive field of ambient sunlight and converges it into a singular, intensely hot focal point capable of melting steel nails. Mastering thermodynamics allows us to weaponize the environment, turning ambient background energy into concentrated, destructive power. A homemade rocket serves as the ultimate synthesis of these disciplines, requiring both chemical fuel and mechanical physics to achieve flight. Combining potassium nitrate, sugar, and rust powder creates a fuel mixture that undergoes violently rapid oxidization and gas expansion. Choking that expanding gas through a tiny hole at the base of the rocket converts that internal pressure into extreme upward velocity. We can apply these same fluid dynamics to a standard campfire to spawn a massive vortex. Arranging industrial fans in a precise circle forces ambient wind into a concentrated, spiraling updraft. This stretches the thermal energy of a small fire into a towering 6-foot fire tornado. The universe operates on strict, unbending rules. Once you understand the underlying codes of pressure, atomic bonds, and thermodynamics, you no longer have to be the audience member marveling at the trick. You become the magician.